What's up guys, Josh here, Vogelitis today, and we are doing a new discussion vlog today on making the most of your off season. I figured this would be a really good topic right now because pretty much everyone's done competing for the year and winter's coming up and there's going to be all the holidays and all that good stuff, so most people really aren't going to be on a super strict regimented diet. So I wanted to go over kind of making the most out of your gains, but not being totally consumed by your training and all that stuff to where you can't enjoy your life. It's really more so about just finding overall balance in what you do, and that goes for everything, not just working out, but everything in your life is going to need balance, and especially when it comes to working out, people can be very consumed by this and let it take away everything, not spend time with friends or family because they have to train or they have to eat, and not go out to eat with their family at Christmas because they have to be on their meals and all that good stuff. First off, I want to say, if you can't enjoy the holidays, I feel bad for you because, honestly, just spend the most time with your family and all that you can, and really just enjoy yourself, because if you're not enjoying life, then what's the point in working out? You're at the gym only an hour or 2 hours a day, so the rest of the day you have 22 hours, you have to enjoy that as well, and you can't just be totally consumed by your training to where it takes over the rest of your day. But some things I have in mind of making the most out of your off season is, number one, don't be totally consumed by tracking your macros or being on a super strict meal plan. Do allow some flexibility in there. For example, ballparking your macros. As long as you kind of know where you're at and you're not super close to a show or anything, I see nothing wrong with just guesstimating where you are, or only tracking some foods, or just hitting a protein number, and then your carbs and fats are just whatever you want them to be. And with that, you also have to realize that the mirror is going to be a really good tool here, because you got to really track your fat and muscle gains by eyeballing, since you are just eyeballing your food. So if you are eating a certain way and you notice that you aren't getting any more muscle, you're not gaining strength, but you're gaining weight and it's soft, you realize that you may have to change up your diet some. And nobody wants to be gaining fat, so that's one way to go about it. Also, diet breaks should be implemented, because being so strict, so regimented all the time isn't bad if you're close to a show, but if you're not, say you're a year or two out, I would say incorporate a diet break. Go on a time where you're not, maybe a week or 2 weeks, where you're not so consumed by tracking everything, and just eat how you want, live how you want. You might even lose weight in this period because you're not eating as much. But in the long term, it's going to be beneficial, because you're going to be able to find that balance. You're going to start enjoying dieting, start enjoying lifting and things like that again if you're starting to feel burnt out. And I've done diet breaks, and I believe they're very beneficial. I get to points where I'm eating so much food, it just sucks. You're not really looking forward to the next meal when your carbs are like 600 grams and your fats are 110, proteins up in the threes. That's a lot of food per meal, and I try to get it mostly through whole foods. So it gets very hard, very tedious. So throwing those diet breaks in there when you start to feel burnt out can be beneficial, as it kind of lets your body reset, and just whenever you do go back to eating, you're just not hating every meal. Also, mini cuts can be very beneficial too. Same thing, if you're eating so much, and you're at a point to where you are gaining fat, or you've gained a little more fat than you wanted to from the tons of calories you're eating, I would suggest going on a mini cut, and maybe do like a 6-week phase where you do drastically reduce your calories some, take off some fat, and that'll also give your digestive system a break from consuming all those calories all the time. Also, another tip for making the most out of your off season is really just be consistent with your training. That's going to be the biggest factor. Still, if your diet is not 100%, make sure your training then is 100%, because you got to work off the calories you're consuming. If you're going out to eat every day, like I like to do, my girlfriend and I, we like to go try new places to eat and everything. We have fun doing it, but we make sure we work off the calories in the gym And we also do other outside activities, we'll go kayaking or things like that, just to really make sure we're not taking in too much excessive calories causing unwanted weight gain. So we really try to be conscious on that aspect. But also in your off season, I would say really this is the time where if you have weak body parts, you really want to bring them up. For me, my hamstrings and my back are what I'm really, and my arms are what I'm focusing on. If say I am going to miss a day of training, it's not going to be one of those days. I might take off like a stronger body part, but at the same time, I'm not completely neglecting my strengths either. I'm still working on things like my quads and my chest and my calves to really bring those up to make them even better, because we can always be better. Even our good body parts, we can always make better. So pretty much, to wrap everything up, be purposeful with your off season, but not overly strict to where you can't enjoy life, especially around the holidays. Make sure to really enjoy these times, because times with your family might not always going to be there, but the gym is always going to be there for you. So thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, please like, and if you're not already, please hit the subscribe button. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them in the box below, as well as any ideas for new videos that you would like to see. Really appreciate it, guys. Have a great one.